Welcome to another edition of Shopkulture.
Come on. I'm so sorry, y'all. Can you run that back, Barry? The mic was muted.
Oh! Tell me when. Hey, welcome,
yeah.
Everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in to Shopkulture. You know what it is. Every Tuesday, not 8:30ish, 8ish. We here. You know I'm joined by the tag team over here.
Come on, man.
Shut down corner. We could have used them lines tonight.
Man.
Anthony Toomer.
You know what it is, baby. Just glad to be here.
And then we got the producer extraordinary in the back there, Mr. Nick Jones.
My guy. What's popping? What it is, what it ain't.
Real quickly, and I want to ask people a couple questions. Let's get it out the way. Favorite holiday, and let's just talk about Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving is my favorite, by the way.
Man.
And I think whenever you're with your family, good food, it's just a family vibe. And it's always a blessing, right? And to me, it's not really, you're not so worried like your Christmas gifts or anything else. So, I'm going to talk to you. What's your favorite holiday, first off?
I'm with you, bro. Thanks. So, you know what? Truthfully, I like Halloween just because I like being out with my kids. Think about it, my kids are getting older, so I'm losing that. But
yep.
You know what I'm saying? But I really do like Halloween just because I get to be out there with the energy, with the kids, and everybody's having a good time. Watch the kids just run around, do their thing. But, beside that, Thanksgiving, because like you said, I really do like Christmas. I like the season. I like the feel, but I like the non-pressure that Thanksgiving gives you, just to sit and be around your people, be around your family, get that, you know what I'm saying? And then I can use all them calories the next week going into the gym, you know what I'm saying? Get my swole on.
And it's just kind of a perfect balance, right? Because you have it usually on Thursday, so you kind of have a 4-day. Most people have like a 4-day weekend.
Man, I had 5. I didn't have to go back to work till
there you go.
Day.
So you have, see?
Ooh, wait.
And that's another thing. So it's just, to me, by far, Thanksgiving.
Man.
So what is some of your guys' favorite?
Nick, what about you, big dog? My favorite holiday is Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
I was hoping you were going to say Kwanzaa.
I'm getting in. No, Kwanzaa too.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa too. Kwanzaa wasn't something that we were big on in my household, but my mom instilled, she put it in us. We had books and we knew the basics. I am now getting reacclimated thanks to my girl, because she actually celebrates Kwanzaa.
Oh,
that's what's up. So she's more so in tune with Kwanzaa than Christmas. But because of the little one, baby girl, she plays and hypes Christmas up too. So yeah.
No, my mother celebrated Kwanzaa, and so what I liked about Kwanzaa is that you can kind of integrate other aspects of things too in Kwanzaa. It's open, and so we used to do that a lot of times. You do kind of want to have a celebration with Christmas with kids and stuff, so you can kind of do both, which is nice. But Kwanzaa definitely, I think, is a great tradition. So I think we should actually go talk about it. We might have to do a talking about it.
I always sit down and talk about it.
Yeah, because I talk about Kwanzaa.
Yeah. Teach me, man.
Man, yes, yeah. This is just something that is joyous. And, we should, Shopkulture, like, have people kind of talk about and chime in about Kwanzaa. So I think that'd be
dope. Because, honestly, I don't know much.
Yeah.
So, I'd be excited to learn. So I think it's like 7 days that we
celebrate.
And and then every day is like you get gifts and there's lessons. Right. Every candle has a meaning.
Yeah. It's very selfless.
Red, green, black. It's all symbolic and representation.
Yes.
Representative of y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I got you. And I like it because it seems like it's giving of yourself instead of receiving. It's giving. And that's a beautiful aspect of it, because Christmas right now it's commercialized,
Very much so.
and it's all about receiving, for a lot of people. So, anyways, yes. No, it won't.
See, we on the same, because I was thinking about the same thing. Let me stop. Especially give and receive, my brother.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be a pressure.
No, definitely.
It should be,
But listen, I love you.
I know. Hey,
listen now, come on. And there ain't nothing like opening a new pair of J's, you know what I'm saying? New watch.
Well,
a little something,
Well, yeah, we know about gifts. Yeah, it was a good birthday. It was a good birthday.
Cool. I'm chopping it up with folks in the comment section, and they're all echoing everybody our sentiments here. Okay. We're about 29 seconds away from the cold open. We're about to get right into the show, y'all. Y'all ready?
Let's get it. Come on.
Cool.
Stay ready.
Cool. All right, let me get the.
I'm like the Hawks.
Man.
Oh no.
I just want to get you hyped. I want to get you hyped.
I was in a good mood.
Oh man.
But guys, once again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. I see a lot of comments coming in. So guys, man, make sure you like, make sure you share. Man, we're up some more.
Coach Jay, what up, man? That's my guy.
And guys, I want to actually say it. We want to really thank you guys, because every time we go on there, it seems like there's another 100 more.
Man, another friend, another face,
and it's
somebody new, man.
And it's beautiful. It's like this growing family, man. I
tell y'all, listen, we really do love y'all. We talk about y'all every day. Literally, Bill call me early in the morning sometimes, man. And we literally, we just love you guys. We love the engagement. We just love being in the environment, man. We appreciate you so much, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for commenting, liking, and sharing, man. Please continue.
Well, shout out to Nick on that one, because he was the one who told actually me and Doc at the time.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea, and I was like, I was like,
it's an extension of the platform, and that it lit up.
Yeah. And he called it, man. So shout out to you on that, man.
Somebody said that their favorite. Jonathan Segura, I'm not gonna read all this.
That's Coach Jay.
Okay, that's your guy. Yeah, his favorite holiday is Veterans Day, respect, and the 4th of July.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Veterans Day is hop on the list. Because listen, I get all the free stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I like getting me a little free meal.
I miss military discounts, man.
All that.
And which you deserve. That's the deserving part of it. What? No, it is, man.
Now, you know what? It's just, sidebar. It's always weird. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate the love. But I did it because I felt it was necessary for me. Mm-hmm. That was my duty to this country. You know what I'm saying? So whenever somebody shows love or appreciation, always feels, you know what I mean? Like, I love it and I appreciate it. It just kind of, I don't know how to take that compliment. You know what I mean? I haven't learned how to.
Because you put your life on the line. You're doing what a lot of us didn't do, right?
I do.
My father was in the Korean War. Man, props, definitely. And I think we need to do a better job of really showing more appreciation for that. So that's just,
especially our vets, man.
Yeah.
Countries you be doing the vets.
I agree.
Dirty, man.
Yeah, they do. And we all can contribute more to it.
Yeah. That's why I work where I work. Yeah, I can work directly with my community, work with the veterans, you know what I'm saying, and help them that have fell off get back on track, you know what I mean, get their life back together. That's why I'm at where I'm at,
man.
That's what's up.
Specifically.
Oh, somebody hit me up. Shout out to Miss Julie, who got like an award for inviting a certain amount of people, man. Screenshot it and showed it to me. I'm like, damn, okay, we see you out there. So thank you to Julie and anybody else who, I don't know who else has done it. I'm pretty sure other people have.
Plenty of people, man. It's always jumping, always growing.
But make sure you guys just, hit us up so we can,
say something, shout you out, man. We appreciate it.
If you don't want it, we want to acknowledge you for doing that. So let's get to the good.
All right, then, y'all. So, first topic. Do men vandalize women's cars after a breakup or just property in general? Or is that just a myth? Do men vandalize women's property after a breakup, or is that just a myth? Where is mine?
Unfortunately,
I didn't want to do it.
Men do it too.
Yeah.
Yes. It is sad.
Do men do these things, or is this just a female trait? That's what the overlay says.
Okay, so the overlay say that yes, I'm sure men do it. I was just at alarming rate. It seemed like women do a lot more aggressive key and car, flattened tires, which has happened to me about several times.
But you know what's crazy?
From my mom's stuff, yeah.
I agree with Corey. That's not a man if you're doing all
No,
that.
definitely not. You're not a man. You a sucker. I mean, let's get that out there.
Yep.
You a straight sucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, man or woman. Don't mess with my
I wonder
property.
if she's watching it. They did in front of my mom's car. I'm not gonna say that was.
Ooh, please.
That's my mom's house, though. She never went to my mom's house.
A
Like,
neighbor?
I had the lick shot.
This is
this
a
was
neighbor.
years ago. This is what Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways.
Yeah, hey, I done been there.
Yeah.
You know it too.
What? I remember talking about that shit. That was like a bad.
But back to the topic. Yes, men do it.
Okay.
It is suckified. It is sucker-ish.
You ain't no man. No, who said that? Did one of our Corey said that? Yeah.
All the men are saying no. That's
Listen, well, let's be realistic, fellas. Come on, now that's why we have, jail. Men are in jail for abusers. They don't just abuse the person. They abuse,
The property.
all of that. You know what I'm saying? The statistics are there. So I mean, let's just be realistic. You ain't no man if you doing it.
Damn.
On a higher scale, women, I would say women would probably do it just because it's easier to, men are attached to their property.
They are.
You know what I'm saying? Their cars, their shoes.
And usually it's not a physical. They don't have the strength of a man, so they're not going to try to fight the man. They're going to try to find ways to.
Right. But I mean, it does happen.
And women cut off penises too.
Whoa! And
William Mark says, I think some guys do, but they're more sneaky, like cutting the brake lines. That's
who does?
damn.
that's deep.
You trying to kill some
That sound
man?
like some shit out of 48. What is it? 48 hours?
That's some old kill your ass shit, boy.
Lifetime television for women.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's we ain't talking about Snap now.
Yeah, what are them shows?
William Mark, I'm trying to look at you now.
Boy, what is going on over there?
But I mean,
And actually, William Dick for your service too, because he's a vet too. So I want to acknowledge that. But let's kind of go a little bit further with that, and I think that trait is usually more on a woman. Women usually do that more than men on the property.
yeah, I agree.
Now, if you talk about domestic abuse, now we already know who's.
No, I agree. I would agree
Head
that
and
it's
shoulders
probably
above
more
on that.
likely because, like you said, they're not as physically strong, so it wouldn't be in their best interest to start a physical fight.
Mm-hmm.
But how else would I attack a man except attack his property? Because I know that he's attached to his shoes or his cars or.
Yeah, because we've heard that shoes.
You see it all the time. Please stay away from my shoes. I might go.
I was just reading a report that women are more prone in doing this at a more high rate of speed because they know what they go after our valuables. So it could be
Because
electronics, shoes, clothes, your cars.
If I can't get you,
collectibles, something.
Yeah, I can't fight you. I'm going to do that.
and
That's going to sting.
But that's gonna sting a little worse than that black eye. Because if you and listen, my closet is full of. If you hurt me,
Shit.
don't touch my shoes. Oh my goodness! Listen,
I'm talking about my shoes,
oh my god,
shirts. I mean anything.
we might both end up in the grave somewhere.
Just don't touch none of my
Okay.
my ish is what I'm saying. All I'm saying.
But then I think someone would say, "Hey man, don't mess up then," because usually that comes after. What does that usually come after? What have you, as a man, exactly? Look, everybody, let's be honest. Can we be honest?
Y'all can't see my face.
Hey, Nick was quiet. Nick was like, it's usually after.
Hell no, man.
And that's usually the case. It's not like, and so it doesn't justify it, but can you see a point though?
Listen, I don't care.
No?
Don't touch my god. Oh my god, bro. You're gonna drive me through the roof. Like, listen.
Hypothetically though, if you're doing wrong,
leave me.
Nobody gonna just do that.
Leave me.
I agree. Just
leave me.
Okay, guys,
please.
we would like that.
Yes.
No, I want you to leave.
We
It's
would-
not just a like. I
no,
want you to go.
no.
Don't touch none of my
No, we have to
shit.
be honest. We would like that.
Okay,
People are not going to react.
But here's my thing. Okay.
Emotions and everything else.
So then, what's the next step, right? So you destroyed my property. I hurt you emotionally. So you're going to attack my property. Then what's the next step?
Well, it's hurt. Yeah.
No. I'm asking you. I'm asking, gentlemen.
Well, it
So then
elevates.
right, exactly.
And it usually might go to the domestic side of that.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. I'm not saying that that's right or that's what you should do. But then if it escalates, if a person is truly attached to something and you destroy it, their reaction, their natural reaction is warranted.
I think depending on the person, me, I'm archiving it. We go to court because I'm not going to jail.
I'm not going to jail.
For,
even if you go to court, you usually not going. I mean, you're not going to use it. I mean,
I'm just saying, like,
not
it's not worth. It's not.
Yeah, you're not going to get it. So you're wasting. But,
But-
I mean, honestly, huh?
Yeah.
But I tried it. It didn't work.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Man.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
No, it
At the end of
doesn't.
the
You
day,
ain't get nothing.
No, you don't get that, bro. Civil,
It just
civil is, especially the person really don't have. You know,
if they don't have it, they just don't have it.
Oh, that shows that they don't have it.
They
Like,
don't get it.
only thing you could do is
Go after
do
the
like
wages, go after the wages.
exactly. But then you got to go back to court
Yeah,
and
you
ask
do
for
all
the
that.
court to do that, and that's just a whole lot of extra. But I mean, that's my thing. Is again, I'm not a physical person.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But I want to know what's the next step after that. You know what I'm saying? What's the next step? Because now you've escalated it. You know what I'm saying? You've made it a physical thing. Whether it was physical to me, you didn't touch me, but you touched something I own, right?
There's something valuable to me.
Do I have the right to protect my property?
So wait.
I'm asking a legit question. Do I have a right
Insurance.
to
Yeah,
protect my
yeah,
property?
that's what you have insurance for.
Insurance.
But you don't have a right to put your hands.
I didn't say I did.
No, I'm just saying.
Right.
That's what
I'm
we do have
putting the
insurance.
scenario out there.
I'm not saying you. I'm
You
just
see what I'm
saying
saying?
in general. You still shouldn't.
No, I'm not saying you
No,
should,
I'm
but
just-
I'm asking you, right? I mean, because that's a legit question we have to ask, right? At that point, and I'm asking this not just to the men, but I'm asking this to the ladies.
Mhm.
If you destroy a person's property, whether it be male or female, and that person is ready to come after you,
Mhm.
right? What do you do next? Is that not warranted? I'm asking a legit question. That's a legit question,
You have
right?
to ask it.
Jonathan, man, you'd be surprised we got insurance on shoes. You got sneakerheads that are.
Oh man,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But listen, but again, you
It goes
but
on your
hold on,
property
wait,
too.
hold
It's
on, but
inside
listen.
your house. It
But-
goes on the property.
But your shoes go on your property. But again, it only covers certain things.
Yeah,
Right?
it's not going to
So-
cover the whole value of the shoes, a percentage.
See what I'm saying? So again, I still lose,
Yeah.
right? I'm not, or
In fact, I think my insurance agent can respond because I think he's on watching John. Agent John, can
help us out. If you in there, if you watching, help us out.
He's an Agent John.
Agent,
But again, I
next
ask,
door.
I ask, not for just as a man's perspective, but I want, the perspective totality, because again, when you destroy somebody's, like if me and you didn't know each other,
Mhm.
right, and I destroy some of your mess, you gonna have problems, you gonna have issues, right? So because we're in a relationship, I give you a pass. Does that give you a pass to whether I understand that there was probably some other issues that happened before?
That's a good. That's,
See what I'm
yeah,
saying?
That is
That's where I'm going. I just want to know. You know what I mean?
because there is a. But I will say this: what you're saying is correct because there is a thin line between love and hate. There's a very thin line between because it can go all the way left. But that's where I guess as a man, I don't know. You have to man up and sometimes just take it.
Let me interject real quick with the
Jump
comments,
in.
y'all. Jonathan says men look at it as money spent. They're not about to mess that up. Echo says men not in the correct state of mind. Absolutely. Thanksgiving 2020, my ex keep my car. Anyone not in a stable or correct state of mind, male or female, do it, and it is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Facebook user says this trait is definitely a woman thing. Men have done effeminate behavior like this, but women are property damage soldiers.
Oh my God.
William, man, come on. Or putting water or sugar in the gas tank.
What's wrong?
Y'all are wild.
Women watch How to Get Away with Murder.
They just, yeah.
Facts.
Yep.
Facts.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly.
B says you have a right to call the police. If that person comes in your house, by law, you can stand your ground, get insurance.
Wow. So B is saying, and she's a woman, so she's saying you have a right to. Wow.
Shoot him. No, just one.
Yeah,
I keep mine on.
Wow.
D'Angelo says if you got the receipt, then you good.
Who said that?
D'Angelo could.
What? Hold on.
No, he's talking about for insurance.
Like shoes
I don't know
or
about that
we
one.
don't have
Because you
things
ain't
like
taking
that. I
no
don't
cut up James back to Foot Locker. They ain't giving your money back.
yeah.
He's talking about maybe for insurance. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, kind of, going to give us a little bit more of what you're saying. I want to take that even further. Like, so would you, as a man,
Mhm.
if this happened to you, right? You're already upset. Do you feel justified in
Attacking the woman as in physically with your hands.
whatever? Yeah.
No,
Do you take it
that's
to another?
crazy.
I'm trying to talk about for anything, or can you walk away? Be like, okay, what's
You
done is
need
done.
to be
Yeah,
walking
to
away.
me- You need to walk away.
To me, you need to. That's why I was saying you need to walk away
Because
at that
this
time,
property
it's
is just
gonna be
property.
It is.
Property is just property.
It's not worth.
But here's my thing.
Okay.
And again, I'm only trying to give perspective. I'm not trying to say this is what Barry, Nick, Anthony does.
We always
give perspective, right? A lot of people think that a lot of times when we give our stories that we're giving personal stories. Sometimes we're giving friend stories. Sometimes we're giving. Sometimes I give his stories and he'll give some of mine. Sometimes we speak for each other in our own personal lives.
Like anecdotal experiences all together.
It's not always, personal experience. Sometimes it is.
We do feel like we got to always say that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there's always those weird comments.
Oh no, or you get those calls.
You think this or you did that. No,
I'm just giving perspective. So what I'm saying is what happens on the other side of that when the man, when you're dating a man that's a volatile person, right? And then you do that, and then he explodes.
Oh, and she knows that
she has to know that he's volatile. She has to know that. Because if that's the case, then I would venture to say that's cause for pause for her. Because if you know that you got a dude that's known for going upside your damn head, why would you go and touch his? Why would you go and set that man off to where now you about to get put through a coffee table?
But Nick, that's a toxic relationship.
It definitely is a toxic relationship.
Usually there's some type of toxic levels of.
It's beyond toxic.
Yeah.
That's abuse. Flat out abuse, And
even if it gets to that point, shouldn't you just walk away from the relationship?
If it gets to that point, that relationship is
property
damage.
If it's getting to the extent where you guys cannot communicate, whatever's done.
It shouldn't even get to the point to where there's property damage.
I agree. In
my opinion,
I agree with that.
I understand. I'm with you. Listen,
but we have to ask, because usually, like I said, it's due to some type of cheating. So, how somebody handles cheating, how do you, what I'm saying? It comes to a level of how are you going to handle that?
But again, just like you would tell.
I was just giving y'all.
Okay.
So, just like you would tell the man to walk away. If you don't like something that man or female is doing, walk away. Listen, it is that simple. It is that simple.
For us as men, especially black men, being in the moment like that is not worth. It's not worth a felony or any time spent in jail.
Even with a threat.
I'm gonna take it a step further. Right? Because it don't always come from cheating. It don't always. You know what I'm saying? We have.
Yeah, you have different.
A billion different reasons why people end up on different odds of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Why we can't see eye to eye. And if it comes down to where you feel like you have to do something, or you want to hurt somebody in any way, whether it be financially, whether it be emotionally, whatever, their property, whatever, just walk away. Listen, it's that simple. There's too many people on this earth, 12 billion. Why are we tripping on one?
But as you say, every time we close out of our as we close out of our
I always say what you're saying, and I agree with. It's easier said than done.
Definitely.
A lot of people don't know how to.
But see, that's my thing is that we got us as a society. That's what we got to get to.
Well, we got to call it out too. That's why we're talking about it.
Right.
This is a good discussion. How do you handle that? Should us as men encourage other men? Hey, bro, you got to just walk. I've heard men. Oh, you let that woman do that? I'll go. You know what I'm saying? It's not an encouragement of walking away. It's encouragement of retaliation.
Yeah.
And a retribution. So
I hear it all the time.
You hear it all the time. So,
but see, and that's why I think you know what I'm saying. We got to get to a point where we can deal with our own emotions and be able to just say, you know what, this ain't for me. This situation ain't for me.
Yes.
I'm not gonna hate you. I'm not gonna dog you. I'm not gonna. I may not like your choices. I may not like what you do. I may not like how you do it. I may not like how you move. But I'm just gonna leave you alone because I can go find something that I like. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing.
It's not worth putting stock and energy into. Let me get through these comments. We got a minute left before we get to the next topic. Hold on a minute. All right. So in regards to that receipt comment that D'Angelo made, he was saying no, but you can take it to court.
Okay.
And make them pay you back.
Okay.
So, but again, that's a civil matter. So then the courts will only, make the judgment.
It's a lot of
to get the actual money back. It's a lot of.
Okay.
It ain't just about going to court and getting a verdict in your favor or some shit.
Oh, okay. Jonathan says I had a woman break a TV and Apple laptop with a bat. I just walked away because you're a man at the end of the day, and if it escalates, you are the one that's going to be in trouble. Exactly. These says Women are emotional creatures, so sleep with one eye open. It's best to walk away from that situation. I've had to change my locks because someone had a key and tried to get in my apartment.
Somebody had a key.
Somebody she was dealing with had a key, so she had to change the locks of the apartment. He also drove by through my apartment area very slow. He was on the slow creep. He was on All this happened after we broke up, so that nigga was crazy. That's it.
Let me ask you this real quickly.
That means he was addicted and didn't want to let go.
Oh, tell him. Okay, B, put it on him. Even as a man, we always hear about women being very, cautious of letting people come over the house. Or you feel like that as a man with women?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to be.
Yeah. Have you became way more like that the older you became, or
definitely?
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, there was listen, bro. I'm tell you a story one time, man. Listen, when I was in VA, right, and I'm not lying, I got so much trouble, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was married. I slipped up, right? Mm-hmm. My wife was in Washington. I was in Virginia. I was stationed out there, right? Threw a little party, man. Had some girls over. We used to always kick it at the strip club. So we had some strippers over. We're in there just kicking it, man. Mm-hmm. Somehow my house ended up with holes in the walls. Man, it was crazy, right? So I try to get the wall fixed from my wife, who right here. Yeah. Let me get all my stuff put together, right? It always comes back to bite you in the ass. It always does. So let me tell you what happened. So me and my wife, we must have been walking through the building or something like that, and we walked past the main office, right? Leasing lady goes, listen to her, I'm so glad you got that hole in the wall fixed. See? Oh my God.
Dang.
Spot blown.
No.
Yeah. Lesson learned.
Man, lesson learned.
But I always say, I always wonder about men, how men move. Men move because women be cautious about just having anybody over.
You got to, man. You got to.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to. But I'm like that even with my boys though. There's certain boys that certain dudes come to the house. Other dudes kick it at the bar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to, man. Just because again, I've actually had it to where you've been fighting with a woman, you come outside, she's sitting in your parking lot.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or that unexpected visit to your house.
Yeah, and I don't like those. Period. I don't like those from anybody.
You gotta have security.
Don't just pop up at my crib
or your job.
See, but see, that's why we got cameras. You know what I'm saying? That's why you get the cameras. You know what I'm saying?
People, hey, my friend showed me, it was so cold. He had one. She seen the camera and put the camera off. Like, what? I was like, oh, you got it. Hey. She put the camera off. Like, what?
Yikes.
It's not trust me unless I'm inside the house. Whew. So closing arguments or whatever have you on this. What's your final say on this topic?
Men do it. It's sucker shit.
It is. You shouldn't do it. Men, walk away.
Ladies, walk away.
And even women walk away. And don't don't vandalize.
Okay. Listen, again, and I'm gonna leave it with this. Mm-hmm. There's gonna be 1,000 times in a relationship you're gonna have bumpy roads. But if you're hitting a hard no with your partner or something that you just don't like, they're doing. I can't deal with it. Walk your butt away.
I think it has a lot to do with the pride and ego situation. People just, it's tough, man. Breakups and walking away is easier said than done for a lot. So, but the alternative is getting yourself involved with stuff like that, right? Vandalism, vandalizing, and all that stuff. So,
police, all that extra.
That's a charge.
Yep.
Too much.
All right.
Right. So that was a dope topic. Please remember, like, share, subscribe to content.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
December 26th.
Oh yeah, is it the speed date? No. Meet and greet. Shopkulture speed date. All right, next topic. Date them all, sis. Is this good advice that women should give other women? What type of women are more prone to give such advice? Married women or single women? Date them all, sis, and may the best man win.
There was a lot of feedback and comments on that one.
Could I be one?
Yeah.
Yep. 100%. Listen, I think we.
So let me ask this real quickly. So you have daughters, and you have sons. So your advice is the same for your daughters and your sons in terms of dating?
It's worded differently, but yes.
Okay.
So again, like I would tell my sons, I tell my daughter, protect yourself in everything you do, in every aspect you do, you protect yourself. And just because you're dating someone does not mean you have to give yourself of them physically. Okay, that does not equal. Okay, but I think as a society, we've lost touch with dating. Okay, dating at one point was part of the courtship, right? So I could date you, but date her too, because we're not in a. I don't have to be in a relationship to date someone, right? I thought about this. You don't have to be in a relationship to date someone. Dating someone is the learning process, right? Now, once we're in a relationship, we can go on dates, right? But I think that the dating process is part of the courtship where we learn each other, where, we decide that if we want to do this long term, you see what I'm saying? And I think us as a society, we've lost touch with that. We've lost touch with the dating part where you're actually supposed to date a few times, learn your person, see if this is a situation you want to get into. Then if not, then you can end that dating relationship. But But I think too early I like you or you're cute, you know what I'm saying? You got good personality, we're gonna date. Now, but we together. You know what I'm saying? And
I think it's usually because the sex is involved with that part of it. I think it changes the whole dynamic
but it
of the
shouldn't,
situation. Well,
I don't think it should.
Okay, yes, but it will. But that's why they said back in the day, when you dated, you weren't really necessarily having sex.
Right, but that's my thing.
You know what I'm saying? So
like I
you
just
should
said,
take the sex out of it if you want to just date, right?
Right, you can.
Okay.
No, I think it's a personal choice. No, I'm not going to agree with an archaic way of thinking. I can have sex and not attach my emotion. Okay. So let's keep it funky. Not everybody having sex is attached. Not everybody that's out here screwing is looking to be together. So what I'm saying is,
but it leads to these type of situations though for a lot of people too though. Oh, you sweating? I don't know.
One thing I don't do is sweat now. Okay, don't press fire. We're gonna keep it all the way alive.
Okay,
you know me.
So you don't think that if you're dating, like in this, what you're saying, right? But you can still have sex with the person.
Yes.
So you just are going to say there's nothing else. We're just having sex, but we're dating.
No. See, listen, you missed the part where I said that's part of the courtship, right? We can be building something into a relationship, right? But again, I think we miss the true part of dating where we're learning each other. Sex is a personal decision. You want to have sex with the person you're dating, you don't. Whatever, right? It doesn't have to be a part of it. It can be a part of it. That's between
two consenting adults.
Thank you. See what I'm saying? But again, I think that and that's my problem. And that's what I was building to is it's almost like once you turn that corner, we turn into sex. Now we automatically turned into a relationship. But did both parties sign off? You see what I'm saying? Like, I think we have to start getting back to just dating and learning our partners. Learning, is this a situation that I want to be in going forward? Now, again, whether you want to have sex in the midst of that, that's up to you. But I think that we missed dating and we missed courtship. I think we missed a part of that, and I think we've lost some of it in today's society.
But there's elements I think that goes with each one of those, the courtship to the dating, and I think that and I'm just as an older person just looking at it, right? I'm not saying I agree or disagree. I think when you add the sex element into it, that's where you start having some issues.
And I don't disagree.
I'm just going to use women for me, right? But there's men like that too. Mm-hmm. But it just changes the course of.
Yeah, I'm not denying the fact. Yes, I agree with you.
So I agree. You shouldn't. Mm-hmm. If that's what you guys communicated, like Nick, and I agree with Nick when he always talked about the communication. You have to have the communication,
right.
Beginning aspects of it.
But that's what I'm saying. So,
but when you start adding these other elements, that's what I think. Even if you have that communication, it's just like, well, you're having sex, you're playing kind of house, you're doing these type of things. Well,
I don't think sex has to play house.
Well, I'm just saying hypothetically.
That's what I'm saying.
So like, there's a lot of other elements that kind of sometimes goes into it without having that where you're actually just dating.
Right. And again, I'm not disagreeing with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? To say that sex can't muddy up the waters. You know what I mean? Because it can.
I think it's a big indicator. That's what leads to sometimes these cars getting vandalized.
But I think that we try to attach sex to emotion, and it shouldn't be. So, you know what I mean? Because again, when people say making love, they're normally talking about slow sex, kissing, and holding on.
You're right.
I can do all of that without thinking of you twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just
It's the thought process and the emotions that we. It's the thought process and the emotions that we attach to these things.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And I think that we need to draw that part back before, you know what I'm saying, and date and learn, and then we can start adding in emotion as we go forward and grow in each other and grow with each other.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I also think that, again, if you're going to have these barriers of what you're calling it, if it's a courtship, it should be a courtship. If it's dating, it should be dating. If it's a relationship, it should be relationship, because you're adding stuff and trying to make it go back to.
No, I'm
not saying you. I'm just saying,
right.
because I've had this conversation.
Mm-hmm, yeah, right.
And over the years, because I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But
we talk about
but not everybody can handle.
Yes, I agree 100%, because we talked about that too, and that goes along with that, and that's what I was saying, that's part of the. So for me, I think the courtship and the dating in today's society, because we're such an open society, you know what I mean? We're not like in.
And what way do you think we're? Like,
so as far as you can meet a woman on social media, you can meet a woman in the bar, you can meet a woman in the club, but it's not like we're
easier. I agree with
you. So it's not like we're meeting women in villages, right? And I gotta court her before we begin our dating. You know,
I still think we're pretty kind of taboo about sex. Like we have such standards.
Take
about
sex
sex.
Take sex.
Okay.
Completely out. We're just talking about the courtship to the dating.
Okay.
So for me, I think the courtship and the dating are maybe one and the same. It can be separate. But I think in today's society,
you
off that. But I think the courtship and the dating can be the same, right? And then as we grow and we date more, we have more dates. And then if you want to add that sex in later, as we communicate and open more doors, then okay, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that we've lost touch with simply dating and courtship, where we learn each other, where it's a process of. Dating at one point was a process of elimination, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go through these steps. We're going to learn. We're going to go on a small date, and we're going to go on you know what I'm saying? And we're going to grow into these bigger dates that create more emotion, that create more atmosphere, more of a climate for us to build a relationship. Right? We build to those dates. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
As we build up, more doors open, more things are available. Our emotions open up more to each other. But we started out small to where we can have conversation, we can learn each other. Learn that if we want to even continue to build to the bigger dates. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask this though.
I'll let me.
If you're dating, you think you can effectively and efficiently date multiple people then at the same time?
Yes.
You're doing okay.
Yes.
Let me interject
with
the comments, and then I got a question for y'all in regards to
yes, sir.
the topic. Julie says, and this is in regards to the topic that we're discussing right now.
Right.
She says, no, not everyone gets access.
Agreed.
So that's
that was one of the points we were making.
V says, I believe women should date like men.
Yes, I agree.
If you're not in a relationship and it's platonic, until you have had the exclusive talk, you're not in a relationship.
And that's kind of what I was. Thank you, V, for that, because I was for lack of a better word, I couldn't think but I agree. The exclusivity part. Yeah. Yes.
But I also agree with it. I just think there's different. I'm sorry, Nick.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
okay.
Continue, please.
Jonathan says that's called going steady.
Taking old school, player.
Old school, John. All right, coach.
I think
look back in the day. Okay, this is. I was telling my son this. We never said girlfriend. We said going out. Was it going out? Or
we were going out.
Yeah,
we knew what it was, but we were going out. You know,
that's what I said. It was go.
So but you know what though? I think that was when we were like children. You know what I'm saying? Like that was.
I did that up in high school. I was,
you were a child, weren't you? I was still a child in high school.
I never said girl. I just
like I don't think I started saying girlfriend, man, until I was grown. Until I was like actually like in real relationships.
It always felt weird saying girlfriend to me. I don't know why.
It still kind of feels.
It just seemed like I don't know if it's a natural.
I don't like commitment.
No, bro.
You don't want no type of anchor on him whatsoever.
He said, "Don't put that on. He's gonna put that even on me, Ricky Bobby."
We're special friends. I don't know how to say this. M. Omakata says yes. It's a fly ass whip in the profile pic.
Okay.
William said, car.
Oh, okay. Oh.
See this man.
See, man, you are.
Wow.
No, I said whip.
No, you are. Whip is slave for the street. Car. we're here. Where are we right now?
Whips and chains and all that.
I'm just saying, what?
We have turned the corner. Barry has turned the corner.
Oh,
William says, I agree with that. Dating doesn't always have to end up with sex. You have to figure out what you want in a person long term. V says, just make sure just make sure there is communication between both of you.
Yep.
So you know where you stand.
Yes.
Kata says, yes, nowadays, no matter how many times you let it be known that you are single, they want to make you be in a relationship. I've been through that.
That's
dating and learning.
Like, people don't want to hear where you're at, or they don't want to even accept where you're at. Like, because it doesn't mean that you don't like the person.
Exactly. So the problem is, and that I run into or hear about is, you know, it's again, like you said, the attaching of the sex part, right? Once we have sex, then you want to declare me, you know, yours locked in, and I didn't sign up for that.
That happened twice.
I didn't sign. You know what I mean?
What happened twice?
What he's talking about, that happened twice with me.
Come on, brother.
Tell us a story, brother. You just gonna say it happened twice?
We can't just give us half the story now.
Tell us a story, man.
That happened twice with two obviously separate
occasions. I hope 2 separate ones, bro. That's a whole lot of backtrack.
Yeah.
Where but long story short, because I don't want to cut into y'all's time.
Okay.
I told these chicks what it was and what I was here for, and they looked me dead in my face and was like, okay. And then as soon as you drop that D off on them, they want to. So what are we? What are we actually?
That didn't happen right away or over a period of time.
That happened like almost after we had sex.
So you
like a day, 2 days later.
2 days later.
2 days later.
What are we now?
One of them was like on my phone while I'm on my lunch break at work, just in my ear, like you're just like all the rest. I was like, what the hell?
All you wanted
like, I told you exactly what it is. I told you what it is. Yeah, exactly.
Agree to the terms of the contract and then try to.
We're gonna have to start having them sign NDAs. Somebody mentioned that last episode.
I'm gonna start bringing my contract.
Something.
Start bringing my contract everywhere I go.
You know what?
Because
Shopkulture, we're gonna have to put an NDA together.
NDA, yeah. Because it was ridiculous.
NDA,
that's all I want to say. Let me get through these comments because I do have a question before we go to the next segment. We got about a little over 2 minutes left. Mama Kata, okay, I got you. So she's agreeing with, are you please clarify in the comments, Mama Kata, if you are a man or woman, because we in Seattle and people are, I don't know. I don't want to get things messed up with gender. Jonathan says, me and my wife, when we started dating, said we were two adults with kids kicking it. Damn.
I can respect that though. I can respect that.
That's funny.
I can respect that because then there's no pressure on me. There's no pressure on you to fulfill these duties that I may not want nor need.
But that's that's the reason I always used to say is that it's expectations that change. People are like, no, it's expectations.
Mm-hmm. This is interesting. V says, when I was single, I dated like I had stocks. You diversified because that's how men has been dating for years. Just be honest with the people you were dating.
Yeah.
And that's my thing is, listen, if we're both honest with each other and we're safe, do as you please.
Oh, that right there. So Mama Kata says, even with the communication, I was told that no matter what I said, we were in a relationship in my mind. So this is what it says. Even with the communication, I was told that no matter what I said, we were in a relationship in my mind. That's literally what that's what it says.
Okay, clarify that last part of the. I was with you up until the last part. So was it you that were saying?
Yeah, because that's where I've lost that too.
That had,
or the person said that
no matter what's going on, we're in this relationship.
We're in a relationship. So you guys didn't have the conversation because we are saying that you need to have that type of conversation.
You have to.
Because you have to have
that's how you curb over expectations. That's how we settle all this. Listen,
absolutely.
You know who I am. I know where you're at.
Yeah.
Don't expect anything more.
Are we dating exclusively? If so, if not,
or are you gonna do this? I'm gonna do it. Whatever.
But I think you really do it. Those are uncomfortable conversations.
They really are.
They are because you don't want to hurt the person's feelings. And vice versa, you don't want to get your feelings hurt.
Right,
so.
but and a lot of times it's normally when you have to have that conversation, it normally tends to feel one-sided. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of declaring that this is what it is. Are you okay with that? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're saying the other person's kind of
now. Sometimes there are
leading or dictating
something I feel like a lot of times when those conversations tend to come up. Not now, there are communications, where you have those communications with your partner or the woman you're dating that's on an even scale. But normally, I would say that when it's brought up, you know what I'm saying? When we haven't communicated it together, when we, you know what I'm saying? When we're on the first date, we both said, "Hey, listen, I'm looking for this. You're looking for this. Okay, cool. We can do that." But normally, like after, when it comes up after a couple of dates or something, it's normally one-sided. It's either the woman saying, "Well, we done did this. What are we now?" Or the man saying, "Listen, well, I done been here. Now,
It's fair after, I would say, a few dates to know, where are we going or what's that.
Right, definitely.
So, yeah, I see what you're saying, though.
Perfect comment. Jonathan says, if I call you my girlfriend, that means I acknowledge you and I acknowledge that we are in a relationship.
So here's a question.
Okay.
So if I call you my girl, right? Like, let's say B come over, right? I don't want to just introduce you. Hey, B, this is Tanisha. You know what I'm saying? What if you know what I'm saying? Because if I just say that, I've done that, and then you get, well, I'm just Tanisha. Well, then if I say,
they know I'm lying. I start that stuttering.
Right. Well, then if I say, well, hey, this is my girl. You know what I'm saying? Because in the moment
we haven't talked about it. All I said is let's talk about that before. But do you have that conversation now before you start introducing whoever you're with to friends and stuff? Because I think those are conversations.
I do now because it's gotten me in trouble.
Yes.
It's gotten me in trouble. Mm-hmm. I've been chopped apart.
I have too. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just your friend, or I'm just.
Because as a man, I don't take it as offense to.
No, I don't. Hey, this is Anthony.
Yeah, cool. That's my name.
That's my name.
Yeah.
Right. But a lot of times, and ladies, forgive me. I'm only giving my perspective on this one. A lot of times, from what I've seen, is it's normally the woman. I mean, you know what though? I've seen men do it too. When they're introducing to another man. Let's say I'm with my lady, Nick comes up, you know what I'm saying? Or and she knows Nick. You know what I mean? I've seen men do it to where, Nick speaks to her. He's like, well, this is Anthony. So I'm just Anthony, I'm not your dude. No, I'm not your man. You see what I'm saying? So on the same side of it, but I've also seen, here's my thing.
That is sweet.
I've seen more men do it when it's like another male, but I've also seen women do it, whether it be a male, friend, grandma, mama. And again, ladies, forgive me, it's only my perspective. I've seen somebody, it didn't matter. It could be your kids, so I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not your. But again, let me decide how I'm going to introduce you to somebody. You know what I'm saying? I may have a special relationship with this person. You know what I'm saying? Or
I need to have a conversation. Or
what?
I see what you're saying. I don't know.
I've been chopped apart for that.
Okay.
What would alleviate all of this is having the conversation before you even go public.
Exactly.
I like IPOs. Before you go public. Have everything in order.
Yep.
So y'all know exactly where you stand.
Yes.
You got the titles and all of that, whether or not you guys are acknowledging that said title. Have all that out.
Well, we're out in public.
Yeah, right.
What do I refer? What do you feel?
Because I slipped up and did it one time where I'm like, I introduced somebody, hey, this is my girl. And I didn't mean my girlfriend, but this is my lady friend that I'm hanging with at the moment.
Yeah, which is way longer.
You know what could save you in that? Just introduce them by name. And this is Teresa.
But men are okay with that, I think. But women
again, like back to the beginning, I think men, for the most part, are okay with that.
Yes, absolutely.
But again, it's only perspective.
You've tried this already, what I just suggested.
I got in my head. Listen, I thought I was getting shot at. Okay?
Let me get this last question in.
Okay.
Or, I got a question for you guys. Let me get this last comment in.
Guys,
go ahead.
Like and share Shopkulture.
Come on, man.
Going up. Come on.
V says, I was dating 3 guys.
Oh, he's back on how many? Okay.
Before I was with the guy I'm with now, I told him, and we had the exclusive talk before locking each other down.
And you felt like it was the right
person. There we go.
And that's how you do it.
V, I like you, man.
Yeah.
I like you. You cool. Yeah. I don't know you, but I like you. I like you. I fucks with you. Excuse my language.
Mom, sorry. I think that's, but that's what it is. It's communication. And work in progress, because there are many times that.
But again, when a person tries to communicate with you, you either have to again, like I said, last topic, you either accept it,
or you walk.
Right.
Or walk.
Mm-hmm. And that is fair,
because you'll get in a situation sometimes where you'll communicate that, and both men and women will do this, where they'll say, okay, I'm cool with that, and then but really they're not, and you know what I'm saying, they're waiting for the opportunity to change you or change your thought process, or how can I fix this or change this, or when will the opportunity come for me to be, in a better role? If you don't like where somebody's put you or where you're at, it is easy.
Yeah, you got to walk.
real quick.
Okay.
Just throw this out here. Throw this question out, and you guys just give me a quick answer, or as quick as you can. Going back to the topic, right? With women dating as many men as possible, do you think that this would serve as more of a positive or negative experience for them? And do you actually think that women would garner results if they were to date any and every man available to them?
I don't think you date any and every man. I don't think.
Yeah, because you have
because somebody could take that date them all, sis, and here's tailor that to any and every man.
And everything. No.
So here again, when I say date them all, if you haven't had that exclusive talk, if you have not had that conversation that, hey, listen, you're going to be my one and only. This is it. Then do as you please. Now, again, long as you're respectful
to me
and not hurtful. But again, if
we really don't owe you anything,
but exactly, if we have not had that, hey, we're exclusive. I don't want you dating nobody. I'm not dating nobody. It's gonna be me and you. If we haven't had that, then there's no expectation. I think you have to communicate where you're at with people and let them know what you're gonna do. But again, you're gonna move and
So finishing up, communication, open lines of communication, or it's just you have to have it. You have to have it. So, and I definitely agree with you.
Cool. Just topping it up with our fam in the comment section.
That's what's up.
All right. So we are down to the last topic.
Okay.
Let me get the overlay here. All right. She seemed like the total package, but what was the one intolerable thing that turned you off about her? The overlay says, as y'all can see, the audience here that's watching, she was attractive, seemed cool, and the sex was great. What turned you off? Men, go off.
You want the list?
Yeah, the list.
You want the list?
One had a laugh that was just.
I mean, the thread was
It's like a snorkel.
We can go in right now.
It was a laugh. It was weird.
Jonathan says her mindset.
That's real right there. That's serious.
I brought a list. We can go down the list. You know me. I brought a whole piece of paper.
Hey, free reign. That's the last topic. So
I'm joking.
Go ahead.
No. What would you say?
Take as much time as you need. Wait. I got it. Hold on.
Her mouth.
So the laugh is what you said. I can't do. Like, everything was great. Like, again, she was damn near the total package, but her laugh is where you were just like.
She warned me before. She said people said why I laugh, and she
was it just like loud or obnoxious?
Snorkel, weird, high pitch. It was just weird. I can't. Sometimes I think about it. I'm just like, damn, that was just.
This is fun.
Just not my thing.
I don't like squirters, and I don't like the way you laugh.
Laughing.
You gotta go.
Laughing. And I never tried to like squirters, but okay. You know how you try to.
I just be trying to stir the pot. Come on, man.
We trying to slide in another slick, man. I thought he was part of the team.
You know how you young cats do it.
Delonte West.
No, you ain't right.
He went deep west on him, though. Yo, he went deep west on him.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Cold-blooded.
What's yours?
Her mouth.
Julie can't believe it. She said, "Bury the laugh, though."
The laugh.
Her mouth.
Wait, her mouth. Wait.
Reckless. I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's me too. I agree. I agree.
Hey, she ain't here.
Oh, damn. He's about to.
Okay.
There's that exorcist. He's talking about it.
Yeah, we playing football, bro.
He's having a flashback.
Listen, I did, bro. I did. You know what I'm saying? Man, I almost had to run up out of here, bro. I'm gonna start sweating and everything.
Oh no!
Like she was talking to you,
just reckless to mouth. Listen. Don't put yourself in no man's position.
Man. I feel you, man.
Like, don't talk to me like a man. Don't treat me like a man. Don't act like a man. Listen.
Turn the masculinity down.
Bring it down, because again, you'll rile up somebody, right? Mm-hmm. You'll rile up somebody, and then when they react and they give you the energy, then they're wrong. Again, don't bark at the dog.
Makes sense to me.
Listen, you don't walk up to the big dog's fence and put your head over, do you? No. You see that big dog barking in their yard, what you do? You keep mushing. Mush past that big dog. Leave that dog in the yard.
I agree with Ant. A reckless mouth is just, I don't care. Like that'll just dead the whole situation.
Absolutely.
Talking down,
because I
talking
got
to me like
for you after that.
Right, and that with what he's saying, I will add to that includes talking down on a dude, talking to me like I'm like I'm stupid or something.
To me, all of that.
Coming at me sideways, just the ultimate disrespect. Like
again, we can have any conversation. I'm down to talk. Talk to me though. Don't come at me crazy.
Talk to, not at me,
please.
You know, I would also say some women talk too much too. It was just.
Or you know what another thing
too
is?
Much.
Why you like? I had one that likes just
like
love to sit around with
themselves.
me and my boys. Like if the homies came over, don't sit around in this room.
Go in the room. Someone threw up a post. No, I don't think it was in the group.
It was in the group. Listen, I'm one of them. Again, you can chill, we can kick it, we can have all that group activity. But if I'm just sitting around in a group full of 4 or 5 dudes,
take your ass in the back room.
Go in the room. I'm not about to sit out here with you and your girls.
Is she barefooted?
I don't care if she barefooted. I don't care if she got shoes on. Listen, I'm not sitting up here with you with my dudes.
Some would say that's a respect thing, though.
I do. I think
you see what happened with Omarion and April, and then the dude Jay Fizz. You see what happened with that. You saw. Well, you know what I'm talking about, and some of our viewers maybe know what I'm talking about as well.
But again, I just think like first off,
and let me elaborate on
that. Elaborate. Hold on.
Finish your point.
So what I'm saying is simply, if we could be talking about shit that this male shit. Male, excuse me, I'm sorry. Excuse me, I apologize.
Just man talk.
Just man talk, you know what I'm saying? Or, again, this could be my venting time. This could be my time to be with my friends. I don't want
feminine energy around me.
And I'm not saying that
you can't talk about everything.
And I'm not saying we can never do that. I'm not saying that. Like, you know, we throwing a fight party. I'm not saying I want to watch the fight. Yeah. But if me and my boys, it's Friday night, Saturday night, and we just sitting in the room and we drinking, we doing our thing, we having a good time.
Chopping it up.
Right? And you're the only woman. Why would you want to be?
What's up? Yeah, because
why would you want to?
It's counsel amongst the bros, and you don't.
And again,
there's no place for you here.
And I'm not saying that there's not a time for it, because there's definitely a time. But every time your girls come over, or you guys go to the nail shop, or wherever y'all go, whatever y'all want to do. Excuse me, I'm not trying to be sexist because I do the nail shop. I'm not trying to be that. But wherever y'all doing as far as ladies events, I'm not trying to be up under you every time.
I'm automatically
like gone. I'm good.
I'm automatically.
I don't want no reality television. Oh, y'all watching Love and Hip Hop? I'm gonna go watch Sports Center because I don't watch reality television. Right. You see what I'm saying? So vice versa. I'm gonna give you the same respect. I'm not gonna be up under you every time you're with your lady friend.
Read the room.
You know what I'm saying?
And read the room, and then kind of ask you, hey baby, what kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Again, if it's a room full of guys, why would you want to just sit in a room full of dudes anyway?
That can kind of speak to her.
But again,
and then you got,
we get vulgar. We get to talking about all kind of, not all the time.
She grew up around brothers, though. I don't know. I mean,
let me take back what I just said. It won't speak. It doesn't necessarily speak to her character, but you got some homies in the group that ain't ish. You know what I'm saying? You know how you know how some of them dudes get down, and if given the chance, they'll do some roundabout shit ish, and they'll try to be at your chick.
So I'm asking you a question.
That's some dudes
so
is
it, but is it not our responsibility as men to cut the fat? If you got a partner in your circle that you know is
on that
liable,
you got it.
Is it not our responsibility to trim that fat, either cut him off or don't bring him around?
I'll say this: if you know for sure, then yes.
Yeah.
But if it's somebody that's just like he's like in and out, and you're not really, he's in and out, and you're not really like certain, but you have that gut feeling, or just a feeling altogether. You gotta go.
So look, for me personally, like that's what I'm saying. You gotta watch who you let in the house.
Right.
If I got
going back to that, right?
If I got a feeling, even thought. I don't even know. It ain't even gotta be certified. But if I just think it, you just not coming. You just not coming to my house. But I mean, for me, it just I don't know. Maybe it's sexist, and I don't mean to be.
It's what you like.
But it's my opinion.
Yeah,
right. If I'm sitting around with my dudes, right, and it's just it don't have to be no special event, because if we're having an event, we're kicking it, we're all having a good time, and I'm not saying every single time, but if I'm with my guys and we're just a normal Friday night, it's a room full of guys, I just don't want my woman sit. Now again, I'm not saying you can't.
You're not saying all the time.
I'm not even saying
it's a preference.
I'm not saying I want to lock you in the room like Cinderella. You can't come out. You know what I'm
It's like
saying?
going to the barbershop, right? The barbershop is, for the most part, sometimes for males.
But
So
that's why
getaway.
you even hear females say, "I don't want to take my son
Or
to
go
the barbershop because that's for males."
Yeah.
Right? It's, to me,
I don't want to go
it's
to
the
the
same
salon.
thing. I don't go to the barbershop. I don't.
Yeah.
If I do, I'm gonna slide in here before a show. So I don't have that barbershop time. My barbershop time is at the house.
Yep.
Right.
So that's my barbershop time. Let me have my time. And I'm a homebody, so I might not go out and kick it with my, I don't maybe do bars and all of that. Mm-hmm. So if it's a room full of dudes, I just don't want you sitting up in there all day. If we're kicking it, you don't need to be up under me like that. That's just an opinion.
Real quick to elaborate on that Omarion situation. So Omarion, J-Fizz, they was a part of they were B2K, right? Well, they were also on Love and Hip Hop, just those two. And Omarion had his baby mom's April.
Yeah.
And they broke up, and they went their separate ways.
Oh,
then this dude J-Fizz ran up in them. They got to the point where they moved into the house together and had the kids come mingling together. It was crazy.
Now they're not together no more.
Right.
Now you got a baby with Omarion, right? But you was just dating his partner. But now his partner got to publicly apologize. See what I'm saying? The whole messy.
When the money gets low, the hungriness show. Because Omarion shut the tour down. He was like, "Oh, okay." Because people are coming to see him. The chicks are coming to see him. So it's like whatever he say goes. So yeah, J-Fizz was like, "Let me go ahead and do this public apology or whatever."
So did homeboy accept the apology?
I mean, I think they did it while they were on stage. So he kind of was like, in the moment.
I'm not sure, but
I don't know. I would say he probably.
Later, I know that he said that it was a long time. It wasn't no. We still on tour. That tour got shut down.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, they both were wrong though. Baby mom, friend,
they was messy about that.
Very messy with it.
Yeah, and they was all out in the open.
That's crazy.
All the women out there. Man.
And that was somebody that, the J-Fizz cat, that he had been around Omarion in April for like all these years. So it's just like, it's like, nigga, was you plotting this whole time? Was you waiting?
Yeah. Well,
sad.
Well, guys, man, we are getting to the end.
What up, Jesse?
Well, Jesse said, what's up, y'all? We want to thank you guys for tuning in to Shopkulture. Last word, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna do something different this week.
Okay.
I normally talk about mental health and therapy. I'm gonna talk about CPOs. Listen, it's getting crazy out here, y'all. Over 200 shooting deaths in Washington alone before the end of summer, and it's getting worse as it gets colder. I advise all of our listeners, please go get your concealed license. Protect yourselves. I'm not asking you to go out and shoot nobody. I just want you to be protected because this world is getting crazier by the day. Every day we turn on the news and somebody else has been murdered. I just lost a close friend of mine to murder. I just want you to be protected, people. Please protect yourself.
There was a shooting at a school just like today. There's like four at a high school. Four people ended up dead. These days, it's becoming a requirement. Like,
not only protect your family, yourself, and your loved ones. So you got to have.
And your property.
Yeah. Well, I leave that alone.
No, seriously, we got to protect ourselves, people. Listen, Washington's getting crazy.
Yes.
The world's getting crazy.
And it's your constitutional right? So, invoke it.
Man, arm yourself. Protect yourself.
Yeah,
whatever that means to you. Just protect yourself.
So, guys, thanks again for tuning in to Shopkulture. We got some stuff coming up. We will be updating on the group page. Make sure you like and share it. Whole nine. Last words from you?
Oh, I'm good.
You know what we said? Goody. Stay safe.
Want a quick reminder of the meet and greet again?
Meet and greet, December 26th.
In the building.
Come on.
And
we'll be having
we outside.
We're going to have updates throughout the month, so.
Just stay tuned. That's all you really got to do.
Hey, stay tuned. Watch it, man.
Stay watching. Come on.
I'll
see you.
All right, y'all.
You peeping. You speaking.
Come on.
All right, y'all. We are outro.
Shopkulture.
Hey.